learning platform and see their grades grow tremendously. These videos can be downloaded to a laptop for offline viewing or viewed from a smartphone in a course-friendly format.
Hello, pupils. Once again, we are here for another lesson, and Teacher David still ready to take you through English. So in our previous lesson, we learned about the parts of speech that is under the language use. And under the parts of speech, we listed the 8 parts of speech, starting with the first one, the nouns, then the verbs. The third one, we gave adjectives, prepositions as number 4, number 5, pronouns, interjections number 6, conjunctions number 7, and the prepositions as number 8. So today we'll simply go through the nouns as we learned in our previous lesson. We say that a noun is a naming word, and we say that nouns give the names of places, names of people, names of the physical features, names of the emotions, and the groups. Under names of people, we gave some examples, of which we had Daniel as an example. We had Shah as another example. So we focused more on the nouns, and we'll go through whatever we learned. And under nouns, we said that a noun is a naming word, and we said that a noun gives names of different people. We have names of places, names of the physical features, we have the emotions and the groups. So the first example, which are the names of people, we talked about Daniel as one of the names. So Daniel is a name of a person. We talked about Mary. So Mary is as the second example under the names of people. The third one, we have Mohammed. So Mohammed is another example under the names of people. In the next category, we have the names of the physical features. So under physical features, we have the valleys, the roads, the mountains, the hills, and the lakes. That is under the names of the physical features. Names of things, which is another group of noun. So names of things, we mentioned pens, books, pencils, windows, and the television. That is under the names of things. The next category of noun that we talked about was the emotions. The emotions are the feelings that we have every now and again. So we have happiness, we have excitement, anxiety, sadness, as some, but just to mention as some examples. We also gave examples under the groups, and we looked at the swarm of bees as the first example. So a swarm of bees is a group noun. Bunch of keys, the second example. A library of books, staff of teachers, and so on and so forth. So today our major focus will be under the different types of nouns. So our today's lesson will be focusing on the types of nouns. So under types of nouns, we learn the different types that we have. The first one, we have the proper nouns. So we learn what proper nouns are and give examples of these proper nouns and how they are used within a sentence. The second example that we learn is the abstract nouns. We'll know what abstract nouns are and some of the examples of the abstract nouns. The third one that we'll also elaborate on are the collective nouns. So we learn what collective nouns are and some of the examples that we have. And then we have common nouns. Common nouns, again, we'll learn more about it. And then we finally end by talking about the countable and uncountable nouns. So let me first of all list all these types of nouns. So the first one, we've mentioned proper nouns. The second one, the common nouns. The third one is the abstract nouns. The fourth are the collective nouns. And then lastly, the fifth one, we have countable and uncountable nouns. So our major focus for today's lesson will be the proper nouns. So we'll know what proper nouns are and give examples of the proper nouns. So we have proper nouns. Proper nouns. So pupils, what's a proper noun? A proper noun is simply a noun or a name of specific nouns. So a proper noun is a name given to the specific nouns. So I'll write here proper nouns are names of So proper nouns are names of specific nouns. For example, so the first example under the proper nouns are names of people. Names of people. The second one, we have days of the week. The third one, so the third one we have months of the year. And then the fourth one are the names of the physical features. Now, a point to note about the proper nouns. Proper nouns are written by starting with a capital letter. Since they are giving us the names of specific nouns, that means it's only one particular noun that possesses that name. So if you are giving a name of a person, that person's name should start with a capital letter. So a point to note here. So we'll give examples in a sentence. For example, if I say James and Bramwell are going to church. So you'll first of all start with the first name, which is James. You write capital letter J. Bramwell is someone's name. You'll start with the capital letter B. So for example, in a sentence, So example in a sentence form, and sentence 1, we have James and Bramwell are going to church. So James and Bramwell are going to church. So here the name James is a proper noun. That's why we've started with a capital letter. And then the name Bramwell is also a proper noun. It must also start with a capital letter. So the second example, under the days or months of the week, I was born in January. So here the proper noun is January, which is the month of the year. So J is written in capital. So these are the examples of some of the proper nouns that we have. So next we'll be able to give examples of each category. For example, we'll give the different names of people. We'll give out the days of the week that we have. We have months of the year. We'll give out some of the examples. And then names of physical features. So we'll have there people, we have days, we have months, and then finally we have the physical features. Physical features. So we'll give at least 3 examples in each category. So let's start with the names of people. And of course, you all have names, and you can use one as an example. Let's use Mohammed. So Mohammed is a name of a person. And then another name that we can use is, can talk about Raila. And then the third example, you can use Mary. So these are the examples of the names of people, and they all start with the capital letters because they are proper nouns. The next one will talk about the days of the week. So under the days of the week, we always have 7 days in a week, but we'll just use 3 examples. So the first day of the week is always Sunday. The second day of the week, we have Monday. The third day of the week is Tuesday. So we have Tuesday. So the next category here, we have months. And we always have 12 months in a year. But for our learning purposes, we'll only give out 3 examples. So, can use July as one of the months. The next example, September. And the last example is the month of April, which is the 4th month of the year. So these are the examples of the months of the year. And then our last category are the physical features. The physical features. The physical features. Now, physical features are simply things that we can easily see around. Some of them, or most of them, are naturally found. So the first example, we have Lake Nakuru. So here L stands for, is the short form of the word lake, and Nakuru here is the name. And we have mountains, so we'll talk about Mount Everest. And then lastly, we have River Ewasonyiro. So these are the examples of the proper nouns. And you can see in my writings, I've started with all of them with the capital letters. And that is what we talked about, that proper nouns start with the capital letters. Whether it's at the beginning of a sentence or within the sentence or at the end of the sentence, you must write it starting with the capital letter. So, for our review of the lesson, we started by talking about types of nouns, and we listed the different types of nouns, of which we had proper nouns, we gave out abstract nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, and lastly, countable and uncountable nouns. And our major concern for today was under the proper nouns, of which we say that proper nouns are names of specific nouns. And the examples that we gave are the names of people, days of the week, months of the year, names of physical features. And then we stated that all proper nouns start with a capital letter. So make sure that whenever you are writing any proper noun within a sentence, use a capital letter. And then these are the examples in sentences. James and Bramwell are going to church. So here the proper nouns are James and Bramwell. And we've started with the capital letter J and the capital letter B. The second example, I was born in January. January here is a month of the year. So we've started the capital letter J. And then we've given out a table under each category, 3 examples, so that we can master and understand the proper nouns in each category. So under the names of people, we have Mohammed, Raila, and Mary. Days of the week, we have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Months of the year, we have July, September, April, among others, because we have 12 months in a year. And then the physical features. The first example is Lake Nakuru, Mount Everest, and River Ewasonyiro. So that marks the end of our today's lesson, and I'll simply give you an exercise so that you can review whatever we have learned. second question, you'll give 3 examples of proper nouns under the following categories. The first category, you'll give 3 examples of the names of people. The second one, 3 examples of days of the week, and then months of the year, and finally, physical features. So again, don't repeat the same words that you have used during our lesson. Try to think of some more examples of your own. Thank you for listening, and in our next lesson, we'll talk about the common nouns. Thank you for your time.
CPA students can now access top-notch lecturers anytime from anywhere. Download CPA video lectures from www.manifestedpublishers.com.
Manifested Publishers Limited is a research and teaching center that specializes in the production of learning materials and private online tuition for primary, secondary, tertiary, and university education. Sign up as a new customer at www.manifestedpublishers.com. Fill in the required credentials, full name, email, phone number, and password. Click on Sign Up. Enter the code received on your phone or email address for verification of your account, then proceed by clicking on Confirm button. Your account is ready for use and you can watch some free videos before you purchase. To get access to complete videos, use the following steps to buy. Click on View All Courses. Select the course you want to subscribe to. Click on the subject you want. Click on Buy this subject. The selected subject will be added to cart. Place or hover the cursor on cart or total amount and click on Checkout Now to proceed. Click on Lipa na M-Pesa and proceed to pay. To access your lessons, place the cursor on your name, then click on Subscriptions. To download videos for offline studying, click on Watch Offline. Download the Manifested e-learning desktop application depending on your computer operating system. Install the application on your computer. Sign in on your downloaded app using the credential used during registration. Place your cursor on your name, then click on Subscriptions. Click on the subject you purchased. On the top right window, click on Download for offline viewing. Click on Go to Course. In your new window, click on the first topic, Lesson 1. Downloading process begins automatically. Thank you for choosing to study with us. For more information, you can call us on 0724 173845.
CPA students, you can now study with the most experienced CPA lecturers and download video lectures from www.manifestedpublishers.com.
Maisha yake hayajakuwa rahisi, kwani umaskini ulikuwa umekita mizizi.
Kati kama walanja ama sapa ni lazima kila mtu unajitetea. Unajitetea, lakini wazazi walikuwa wanatupatia hasa kama ni mambo ya mboga nini wanagaia kila mtu.
Ila kwa hari na ukakamavu amefikia mahali alipo.
Nashukuru watu wa Bungoma kwa sababu walinipigia kura kwa wingi sana nikakuwa gavana wao wa kwanza, first governor, yeah.
Speaker Kenneth Lusaka, zaidi ya yote familia hupewa kipaumbele, muziki ukichangia pakubwa kumliwaza moyo.
Usinipite Mwokozi, unisikie.
Ungana nami Elizabeth Mutuku Jumatano hii nikiangazia safari ya maisha yake.
Enroll your child for the Manifested e-learning platform and see their grades grow tremendously. These videos can be downloaded to a laptop for offline viewing or viewed from a smartphone in a course-friendly format.
Kwa hivyo mimi dau langu la mdokezo na ufafanuzi wa fasihi nimelirudia.